Hey, I'm ZZ, and this video is called Just Give Them the Truth. I'm going to quote two sources: a 1987 television broadcast called The Children of Eve, and Colonel Phil Corso's book, The Day After Roswell. Starting in 1970, governments, universities, and scientists from around the world began a long-term project to map the human genome. They took DNA samples from every race in the world. They went to archaeological digs and took DNA samples from every historical site that we knew. They put all this information together and found that every human being on the planet had come from a single ape-like creature 50,000 years ago. There was no explanation given, only the facts were presented, and this is my first truth to you. My second truth comes from Colonel Corso's book, The Day After Roswell. Colonel Corso explains he calls his book The Day After Roswell because Roswell happened. An alien ship crashed in the desert. It was duly reported by both civilian and military authorities, and the day after Roswell, the full brunt of the American military moved in and began the greatest cover-up the world has ever known. Colonel Corso was part of that cover-up. He was over 80 years old, failing heart, and wrote his memoirs. The 50-Year Secrecy Act came off in 1997, and he published his book, naming everyone involved, and some information that was astounding that has never been released. Some of that information ties right in with the Children of Eve. Now, one of the items found in the Roswell crash was a pencil-like device that shone an invisible beam of light over vast distances. It would also cut right through flesh without leaving any bruising on the surrounding tissue. This explained the cattle mutilations that we'd all heard about. Organs were removed from the animal with incredible precision without leaving any scar tissue or any bruising. This is impossible with the use of a scalpel. But the light pencil explained all of that. And that makes this our second truth. The third truth is our very own Dolly, the world's most famous sheep. We have cloned an animal. To clone an animal, you need blood cells and organ tissue, and this is what the aliens are taking. And if they can clone an animal, they can certainly artificially inseminate one. These beings have the ability to travel from world to world to world, any time, any place. 50,000 years ago, they visited this planet, artificially inseminating an ape-like creature who gave birth to the world's first human being. Now I'd like you to consider this. We know that all life on this planet has been eradicated several times. The comet 60 million years ago, as an example. Volcanoes have erupted, covering the planet in dust and soot and ash, blocking out the sun's rays, sending us into a deep freeze. Volcanoes under the ocean, causing the ice ages. All life disappears, and then comes back, slowly. First the plants and vegetation come back, and then slowly the animals come back. If a cloned animal were put on the planet, when the vegetation comes back, these animals would survive quite nicely, perhaps 1,000,000 years before their time. This would make our planet more valuable, as well as others. Take a cloned animal from one planet, put it on another, after a catastrophic event. That adds to the value of this planet. And this means, of course, that these beings have a purpose, and we are part of that purpose.